Yeah, come on, baby boy. There's a good lad. You know, this is getting escalated. You know what I mean? This is now going, you know, I was told last night that this is definitely going further. So why Two Short Planks is telling anybody different, and they're not taking me seriously because of my mental health issues? Think again. You're a bully. You're all bullies. And for what I can see, some of you are even actively standing up for child abuse. I mean, if you're not willing to do anything about these people that are abusing children, then, you know, where are you? Are you with me or against me? Because it seems to me, I know who's against me now. By the same people who go out there and maintain that they protect kids. My God. And it came from the most unlikeliest person that I thought at the time that would ever say or think such things. That's broken my heart more than anything else. A team and a bloke that I looked up to, gone. I've lost all respect for them. Because of course they're all going to close ranks and, you know, do that thing because they're a team. After all, you know, you can't just protect some kids and ignore other kids' plight. Even if you don't get on with these individuals, if somebody's abusing a kid, they're abusing a kid. And whenever in your reality, or any reality, is that alright? When is it in any reality right to name innocent people as paedophiles? When's that right then, eh? When's it right to put a brick through a window? Or to threaten to firebomb somebody's house, eh? When's it acceptable to do that? When's it acceptable to attack a house with children in it? There's never a time when it's even acceptable to attack a house. People do have the right to live in peace. But you've broken so many laws. You've named me as a paedophile. You've named my location. You've made up lies about me. Yeah, I will not tell a single lie about you. There's the difference. I am beside myself. Out of absolute disgust of you all. Oh yeah, we protect kids. Bullshit to you. Bullshit. When you go out, you decoy on a fictitious child, you sting on our, you know, the way that we do it. It is a fictitious child, yeah, one of our own construct, yeah. And although they think they're abusing a 12-year-old kid, it's a figment of our imagination. But you're quite willing to go out, yeah, and protect this imaginary thing that we've created to catch these paedophiles, right? But you can't, for the life of you, step up and protect a real kid that's, you know what I mean, that's being abused right in front of you, right underneath your noses. You're not interested. Just not fucking interested. And that's the biggest crime of all. That's the biggest sin of the lot. Is he quite willing to do that, and you're quite willing to go out there and sting on our fictitious decoy. But when there's a real kid that's being exposed and being at risk the way that they're being put at risk in that chamber, you don't act. It's not happening. You ignore it. And that makes you the biggest hypocrites of all. Everything I said last night and everything I'm saying now is true. Everything I've said, right, since I've been here is true. 100%. No detractions, no embellishments, no nothing. You've only ever had the truth from me. But don't you find that a strange thing though? They'll go after somebody on a decoy but will do fuck all when I can tell I'm screaming that there's people's children's being abused in there. Oh yeah, alright then. It's almost a so what, devil may care attitude. It's either you don't want yourself and your kids added in there because you'd get the shit from it, but then you couldn't report it because you've done nothing about it in the first place. But why is it the first time I saw that chat, I read what was being printed in it, did I go straight to the police? Immediately. No ifs, no waiting, no buts, no nothing. Immediately I went to the police. I didn't hesitate a second. And all this balmy bullshit about me being pulled and, coerced and encouraged by these other people. You actually, if you believe I need to be encouraged by any individual to stand up for innocent kids, no, it just don't wash. None of this makes sense. None of you make sense. Because obviously a decoy is an invention. It's not a real child. We still expose people for talking to what they believe to be a 13 or 12-year-old or whatever age your decoy is, but they haven't been. We go out and catch them. Why? Because you can see and you can prove they've tried to groom your decoy. And that logic is just pure, well, I don't know how you can ever turn something like that around. Morning. You know, it's almost as if fake good, you know, fake children good, real children bad. Fake children, you'll act upon it. Real children, where are you? Nowhere to be seen, that's where. As per bloody usual. You know, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that we go out and sting on this fictitious construct of our imagination. I'm not saying that at all. But all I'm saying is, it's not really real, is it? Not at all real. And then you realise a phrase that I've been familiar with for years: common sense just isn't common. You know, if any of those other members in torture chamber have not gone to the police, well, they obviously haven't. You know, the active ones that are getting involved and saying all these things and supporting all these things. Yeah, and then they turn around and pretend they're hunters afterwards. Come on. Come on. Now, I had a report also last night that Laura Keeper was posting people's kids as well. You know, but I can only get... Have a rest up now. I ain't having a rest up now. Morning, Kevin. How can I rest? I'm going to that super. I'm going to drop this dog off. I'm going to go to the supermarket. I'm going to have 20. I'm going to get 20 cans of lager, and I'm going to drink the fucking lot of them. I'm going to start as soon as I get home. So I'm having one of those I do not give a fuck days. And I hope, yeah, that you people that are sending out emergency workers to my address, I hope you don't have the bloody cheek to go out tonight and clap for the NHS. All those people that deem it necessary to go out and sting. Don't be hypocrites and then go out and clap for the NHS, because you're doing more to spread the virus, or potentially spread the virus. Therefore putting strain on whom? Oh, that's right, the NHS. I mean, they're using the police, what, as some shitty little revenge tactic. Oh, I know what, we'll just send police round to him, shall we? Make up some bullshit, shall we? Apparently last night I was making threats. I know I never made a threat to a single man, Jack, one of you. I wouldn't. I'd lose the better half of my fucking position here. But it's absolutely bloody inconceivable, this. And then I'm going to fire up that barbecue and I'm going to have some lunch. We have hot dogs and I'm going to have some ribs for tea. So you're going to have a lamb rib, aren't you, baby? You can come and sit in the garden with me. can't you? If it gets a little bit too warm, I'll have to put you inside. Won't we, baby boy? Like I said, I've never seen anything so disgusting in my life that I did in that chat room. I've never seen anything like it. And honestly, you know what I mean? You know, I've seen a bloke get his cock out to the tune of accidents grotesque. You know what I mean? You think my eyes and my ears and my senses would have been a little bit hardened to my decoying by now. But you take one look at that and fuck, it triggers you. It triggers me. And that's what I mean. Now, I've walked in slums in India. I've seen some of the most shocking poverty and some of the most saddest scenes you've ever seen in your life. I've seen people with absolutely fucking nothing. Was I affected by it? Yeah, of course I was. Because fucking hell, I've got some humanity. Could I do anything to help them? No, I couldn't. Would I? If I could, would I? Yes, I would. I've seen dead babies. Dealt with car accidents. Watched post-mortems. Right there in front of me, 3 of them. I've recovered dead bodies. But nothing prepared me for what I saw there. Nothing. They're gathered round, and all they want is either a little bit of money, and what they really, really want is just a pad and a bit of paper, because they're too poor to go to school. They think the only way out of their poverty is through education, you know? But then after you sit there not even knowing you're fucking born, let alone fuck all else. Come on then, baby. Daddy's off to get some beer. Alright, go on then. There's a good chap. Here I am. That's my little outhouse. You know what I mean? Da-da-da. The old coal bunker there, look. That's view. Haha. And right over here, I've got one of the best views in Bristol, like I said. Right over there, right in the distance. Don't know whether you can make that out in the distance. That's the Clifton Suspension Bridge. Designed and started to build it was Isambard Kingdom Brunel, the reckless engineer. We were so clumsy whilst making ships that people used to get locked between the 2 skins of the ship and die in there. But you never lived to see that built, to see that ever be completed. Yeah, it's obviously, you know, the first iron hold ships and things like that, so they're welding plates of things together. Obviously, you know, you've got two skins. Yeah. And they used to accidentally lock people in the, you know, and seal them in. What a way to die. You know, but thank God there's loads of people that believe me, tons of people that believe me. Either because it's happened to them or it's happened to somebody that they know. So people are getting what I'm saying. Like I said, the reports that I've been having for people self-harming, doing public toilet, I mean they got your number now. And they saw how many times you were crank calling me last night as well. And you can't record a conversation without my permission. And if you did record a conversation without my permission, it is not. Which you haven't got my permission. You never had my permission. You didn't even have the fucking permission to call me in the first place. Then unfortunately, Sunshine, because of the Telecommunications Act of 1985, your evidence is now inadmissible anyway. So do what you want, blow up how you want. So I said to you what I said to you last night, right in front of those officers. They've seen the abuse that I've been getting, you know what I mean? I showed them all the bloody crank calls I've been getting over the last few days. For doing what? Protecting kids. Isn't that weird? That I seem to be the one that's getting attacked for actually protecting children. You can't make this shit up. The logic of it just doesn't stand up, it doesn't hold water. You've got no gravity to your cases anymore. And as I speak, they're probably adding more people and more children. They're going to be abusing people all day today, and all day tomorrow, and the day after that. And if they're not stopped, it'll be going on next week, next month, next fucking year, next decade. And I was always told to stand up to bullies. I hate them. Despise bullies. But that's precisely what you're doing. Well, I think a lot of you have just lost a load of credibility in claiming that you do one thing, but then you actually don't. You claim to protect when all you can do is attack. You claim to do good when your acts are evil. And that's why you're hypocrites and I'm not one. Because God saved me from hypocrites, liars, abusers, yeah? May God punish the wicked. Anyway, I'm going to go and grab some beer. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, and for those of you who are nice, be nice. For those that are incapable of doing that, I really have nothing to say to you. Bye bye.